Hello everyone. Welcome to your guided healing with the angels and the gods and goddesses and Creator. Today's healing is about being in our full power, releasing grief and whatever blockages are keeping us from our full power. This can be individual and collective. So we all have similarities and we all have individual aspects to what we need for healing. So just relax, sit back, put your feet on the floor and your palms facing up and receptive. And gently begin to relax into your space. Having a space of comfort is vital for this healing. A space of relaxation, or at least peace and quiet the best you can. But any noises that become present in the background, we just allow them to be. They do not take us out of our meditation or out of our healing. In fact, they only amplify the healing in every way. So just know and understand and trust that you are truly in a safe space. Give yourself permission to just be present, to be still, to be comforted, to be pampered, to be healed, and to be loved. Give yourself permission to be free of what keeps us from rising above. Begin now. You may be ready to notice your breath. You might be ready to notice your breath. When you are ready, begin to notice your breath. You might notice the temperature of the inhale and the feeling of the exhale release. You might be drawn to breathe deeply into your belly, or just simply a light breath into your chest. Just give yourself permission to listen to your body on what it needs for breathing. As you begin to tune into your breath, you might be willing to tune into a spot to focus on, just above your head. Just a little spot to just kind of lose your gaze on, just to simply have a focal point for the eyes for just a moment. As you are focusing on your breath, focusing on the inhale and the exhale, becoming more aware of your energetic flow from inside to outside. You may even notice now a little attention drawn to external noises that you didn't pick up before. The more subtle noises hidden beneath the chaos. Could be a gentle breeze outside. It could be the humming of the energy in your home. It could be voices of others not so far away. Whatever it is, just allow them to be present. Not necessarily fully tuning into the totality of what it is, but just giving your body, your ears, yourself permission to just simply observe. And as you focus on that focal point, you might find that your eyes are becoming a little heavier. They might even possibly becoming a little watery or teary-eyed from the focus or lack thereof. It may even be that they're getting a little blurry and it's hard to focus on one simple point. And you might even begin to notice waves of color surrounding that focal point. Whatever it is that your experience is, just give yourself permission to observe, to relax the muscles of your eyes as you begin to gently and ever so calmly close your eyes when you are ready. You might notice your breath becoming softer or maybe even deeper. It's up to you. Whatever your body needs, whatever you need, it's totally up to you. As you begin to close your eyes and just simply observe how your body feels. You may want to start at your feet and recognize how your feet are feeling. Or some of you might even want to start at the head and recognize how the top of your head feels. Either way, just observe your body. Observing your breath, your skin, even the hair on your body. You might even feel or recognize that you are beginning to relax even more. With every breath that you are taking, you might give yourself permission to just simply relax deeper and deeper. Relax deeper and deeper. And as you are relaxing, I am going to invoke the presence of the angels and Creator, the beings and guides, goddesses and gods and masters of the ascendant, any light beings, as well as the sun and the moon and the stars, especially the guiding northern star that wish to be with us here today. I invoke their presence now, and not forgetting about your higher self, your guides, your beings of light that are always there for you, that are here for us, to help support us and guide us, to help bring us through whatever we wish for them to do with our permission. Sometimes we forget to ask for help and assistance because everything has to be through us and not to us. So I ask of you to give yourself permission to receive the utmost support from your guides and your beings and the angels, and to be fully receptive and 100% open, if you are willing, for this healing today. Because it can only be through you and for you, to guide, support, and love you deeply. Saint Germain is stepping in, the violet flame in the Akasha records. Archangel Gabriel is stepping forward. Metatron is stepping forward. Malachi is stepping forward. Sandalphon is stepping forward with Seraphim angel energy. Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Zadkiel are also stepping forward. Archangel Michael is coming in as well. So we are getting a house of beautiful healing angels, angelic presence. Saint Genevieve is also coming in. And a being by the name of Gwendolyn. All of your higher selves are now throwing down a connecting cord from the heavens above, from their realm of existence down to you, to connect you with that of the highest possible place of the self. You might notice, you might sense, see, or even imagine this beautiful white cord coming down from the heavens above, all the way down, filled with flowing, glittery white light. And you trust this cord has your best interest at hand. And if you are willing to accept this cord, allow it to come all the way down through your higher energetic chakras, all the way down through the crown chakra, connecting deeply to your auric field and down into your heart space. And when you are ready, you can anchor this cord into your heart space now. You might begin to notice, sense, feel, see, or even imagine the sun coming in and the moon coming in just above us, and the most beautiful guiding northern star. As I start to draw down the warmest light of the sun, this time, however, the sun is up above us on the left, and the moon is up above us on the right, and we will recalibrate those as we go along today, for they need to switch places, but this is important for why they are where they are. So the warm, yummy sun, you might sense, feel, see, or even imagine, is coming down the left side of your physical vessel and your energetic body, while the moon light is beginning to come down the right side of your vessel and your energetic body. And the most beautiful star is right in the center of them both, just above your head. This is the greatest northern star, the guiding light. And these energies and waves of light, you may sense, feel, know, or even imagine, are flowing down from above you, down into your energy, layer by layer, cleansing out any debris from your auric field, from your energy bubble, and from our higher chakras. Archangel Michael is coming around our feet and removing any cords of energy connections that don't belong, from our feet all the way up to the head and all around our energy. Archangel Michael is drawing out energetic connections and cords, energies that do not belong, that do not serve our highest power, our highest interest, and the highest vibration possible. No matter what they are, just removing them now. Our karmic contracts, we need them. We don't want to cut ties to those, and he wants me to say that. We are not here to cut ties from your karmic contracts. Contrary to that, in order to rise, you must be connected to them, and you must heal them, because there's somebody else on the other end of that. So for right now, the angels, the beings, the guides are asking that we send a bubble of light through our karmic contract cords for those of us that haven't severed them, right? In order to repair those, it's a different kind of healing, but we are going to send the light through the cords of connections that still exist in order to invoke the presence of healing through them. So imagine this most beautiful white light rising up through the earth into your feet, all the way up through your ankles and our legs and our knees and our thighs, into our root chakra, the most beautiful white light entering into our sacral chakra, the most beautiful white light entering up into our solar plexus and our heart, into the throat, the third eye and crown. And I want you to sense, see, feel, and imagine when you are ready, the most beautiful bubble of white light flowing from each chakra center out along these cords of connections. This beautiful cord connected to each chakra is going to carry that white light of love, pure love, and intention of healing. And it's sending it out through your karmic contract pathways through permission. And the energy on the receptive side of those connections may begin to open up to receive that healing intention. Sent with love, unconditional love. Allowing us to rise up as a species into higher frequencies of unconditional love. Eliminating what is not unconditional love. Getting back to the trueness, the wholeness, and the nature of who we always were and what we are now. A vessel of vibrational frequency, a being of light energy, connected to the rays of the sun and the moon and the light of the one, and the masculine and the feminine too. And releasing the separation, eliminating separation and lack, and any energies of grief or of the past that have held us back. Saint Germain is coming in now with your Akasha records, opening up and accessing the energy of the Akasha records for all. We are all connected through it, but we also have individual recordation within the Hall of Recordation of all that is. Our own individual frequency blueprint is recorded within the Hall of Records, and that is coming into your heart space now. So you might give yourself permission to sense and receive, see, feel, or even imagine, just simply imagine the most beautiful light emanating from Saint Germain's hands and the book of all that is, the recordation of all things you. The most beautiful light with golden and green frequencies flowing from his hands in the book of knowledge into our heart space. With your permission, it will enter our heart space now. Allowing that healing frequency to come into the heart space, to open us up for deep releasing of sorrow and grief in the past, for deep releasing of anything that is holding us back, no matter what it might be for you. You may sense a need to take a deep breath here. When you are ready to, allow yourself to take that deep, nurturing breath. A beautiful inhale of life, force, energy. Saint Genevieve is coming around and putting the most beautiful, healing frequency of light in our auric field. A very gentle, beautiful pink light into our aura, the energy that surrounds you, to help us begin to release layers, frequencies of frequencies that do not serve our highest and best, that are not aligned with unconditional love, that hold us back, that keep us in the past, stuck in wounds that hurt, and it's hard to let go. Allow, give permission for this light to permeate and emanate through your auric field, flowing gently from that into your vessel, into every chakra, into every bit of who you are. You might begin to sense, see, feel, or imagine every cell in your body from head to toe. Millions, maybe even billions of cells within your body from head to toe. Ones we're aware of and ones we are not even aware of in existence. Imagine each one of these cells beginning to open up and inhale that pink light, the frequency of unconditional love, healing, and release. sense, see, feel, or imagine every cell of your body drinking and inhaling that pink light from your aura. From head to toe, with every breath you take, you are inhaling through every cell, every organism, every bit of you, inhaling that pink ray of light. And with every exhale, it flows in deeper and deeper as you release what is not that. You begin to release tension. You may notice a need to just allow yourself to relax even more as we begin to relax deeper and deeper and deeper, being surrounded by the most beautiful pink rays in our auric field and allowing our heart chakra to open up deeper to the most beautiful rays of healing light from your hall of records, your Akasha, knowledge of you, the healing from the Akasha. Saint Genevieve now going to the top of our head to open up our crown center so that we may be fully open to receive the totality of this healing. And as she begins to open up our chakra on the crown, the top of our head, you might even notice, feel it. You may sense, feel, or imagine her opening it up and beginning to pour down the most beautiful liquidy light, rose pink, like a rose gold liquidy light, pouring down through our crown as she just opens it up and beautifully pours it down. And you might even sense, see, or imagine the light of the sun and the moon and the northern star shining just above you too, as she pours down the most beautiful rose gold light, pouring through our crown chakra, pouring down into our third eye. Take a pause for a moment here at the third eye and give yourself permission to take the deepest breath you have ever taken. And gently hold and then release. With a bit of a sigh, trusting, giving permission to open up even more and release on a level that maybe you haven't done before, knowing and trusting that you are in the safest space you could possibly be, with the hands of God, the Creator, and the angels and the beings of light surrounding you, and the most beautiful frequency of love and harmony. You might give yourself permission to know you are in the safest place you could possibly be. You may even sense a need to release and open even more. But it is truly up to you. As this rose gold light, Saint Genevieve pouring down more into the throat chakra, allowing it, giving it permission to open up your throat chakra all the way. All chakras beginning to open all the way. And along with the rose gold light that you might be able to sense, feel, see, or imagine, the most beautiful rays of the sun and the moon and the northern star are flowing down with this ray of rose gold deeply into our throat chakra. There is some resistance here that I'm sensing. A little bit of fear and hesitation of the unknown, an uncertainty of how, an uncertainty of what, where, things that we need to do, we need to experience. The energy of expectation and fear. The energy of a lack of understanding, a lack of a foundation that we are familiar with, and what that causes us to do as a species. All of this is beginning to draw out from our throat chakra. And uncertainty, unfamiliar territory, can cause one to tighten up, close down, and shut off. And this beautiful rose gold ray, along with the sun and the moon and the northern star, are deeply entering our throat chakra to allow all of that energy to draw out. For we truly are safe. Giving yourself permission to learn to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, your intuitive knowledge, your intuitive understanding. And the Akasha records that went into our heart space is rising up into our throat chakra now. The healing light frequency that was provided through the hollow recordation of all you, of all things you. It knows what healing we need beyond what we can see. But we can only see so much. We can only understand so much. So you might be willing here to give permission to Spirit, to the angels, to God, to your knowledge, to your wisdom, to have full access to provide you exactly what it needs at this time. Take a gentle breath here into your throat. When you are ready, release. And the rose gold begins to flow down now from the throat chakra ever so gently and calmly and fluidly, not fast or forceful, but in a very methodical, gentle, healing, loving manner. As it flows down, releasing into our heart center. We're going to hold space here as it fills up the heart center. And this rose gold energy begins to flow from the neck out through the shoulders, all the way over the shoulders, down the arms, into the elbows, down your lower arms and into your wrists, into your hands, the palms of your hands, and even into our fingertips. See the most beautiful rose gold light, or sense, or even imagine at every fingertip. You might notice your thumb beginning to glow with rose gold light, or maybe even your pinky beginning to glow with rose gold light. Do you feel yet, or sense yet, your ring finger filling with beautiful rose gold light? Or how about your middle finger? And maybe now you notice your pointer finger filling with rose gold light. And you may begin to ask yourself, is it her doing this? Or am I? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. As the rose gold light and the sun and the moonlight and the great northern star flow all the way through your upper body, through your chest and your neck and into your arms and down your shoulders and down the entirety of both arms into your wrists and your hands and your fingertips, filling them up so much that it begins to flow into your aura field, a beautiful glowing of rose gold light and sun and moon. Saint Germain now accessing information from the Akasha records, the hollow recordation of all things you, for what it is that has been holding us back, for what we are ready and willing to release and heal and get our power back through today. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Jophiel, all stepping forward to help us release with ease and grace through the heart center. And another new being of light begins to come forward. A beautiful being of light you might sense, feel, see, or maybe imagine. And trust and know that a beautiful being of light is stepping forward with a bucket of healing frequency light. And they are going to begin to pour this bucket through your crown chakra and into our heart chakra of healing light. It's like water, but it's beautiful, colorful light rays pouring down into our heart space and beginning to wash like waves of water as they pour this bucket of light into our heart space, are beginning to form and flow and even rise and crash down into the heart space as they begin to remove stuck debris, as they begin to draw out emotions, drawing out emotions from our heart center, and the angels and guides are helping to draw out the emotional cords to freedom. So one by one, your beings and angels and guides are drawing out cords from the heart center as this water light flows in and begins to push out deep emotions, as our guides and angels and beings of light help to gently pull out those waves of emotional flow from our heart center down into the earth. So you might sense, feel, or imagine, just know the most beautiful connected cords from the heart center flowing out of your heart center and being caressed and guided down to the earth, anchoring in the most beautiful cords from your heart to the earth, surrounding all of you, surrounding the entire being of you, from the heart center out, down to the earth. And Archangel Michael helping to ground each cord into the earth. And as your being of light pours this most beautiful light frequency down into our heart center, it pushes out and allows it to draw out all the emotional grief, baggage we are carrying, false timelines and happenings of the past that we have a hard time letting go. Sometimes grief can be scary. Sometimes life is scary and hard to handle. And our beings of light are allowing us, with our permission, to gently let them flow. Give yourself permission to let go of what you've been holding on to for so long. For in letting go, you will not be lost. And opposite of that is true, you will actually be found. And letting go of the past happenings and deep sorrow, we can actually be found. We can feel love again as more light is pouring into the heart center, pushing out deeper layers of emotion, and the emotion drawing down those cords of connection and into the earth to transmute and help ease the release of the grief and any trauma, any fears, any resistance we may have been holding on to. And with this, we'll be able to feel more love, more joy, and happiness again. But you must give yourself permission when you are ready to feel joy and happiness and love again. For when those replace the grief, the past, and the things we've been holding on to, it doesn't mean that we were never that. It doesn't mean that it didn't matter. It always mattered. It just gives yourself permission to be free. To be free. Take a deep breath into your heart space when you are ready. Hold it and release. And you might notice a need to release even deeper. You can do that, it is up to you. When you are ready, when you're ready to give yourself permission, tell yourself in your head that you release even more, and you release even more, and you are ready to release all that is necessary to release. I am ready to release everything that I need to release at this time. As that rose gold light of the sun and the moon and the northern star that began this awakening and opening in our heart space begin to pour down now from the heart center to the solar plexus, opening it up and down into the navel and the sacral area, opening that up and flowing down into our root chakra and opening that up, flowing down our left leg and our right leg and our thigh and into the knees, front and back. You might sense, see, feel, or imagine this rose gold light filling up your knees with the sun and the moon and the northern starlight, flowing downward through your shins and your calves and into your ankles. You may feel that. I don't know. Down into your feet and out of the soles of your feet and into the earth. The most beautiful flowing energy of rose gold light, the sun and the moon and the northern star, flowing down you and into the earth. And you might remember me mentioning the sun and the moon being on the opposite side of what they should be. In a moment, we are going to switch them. We are going to recalibrate our energy, to realign our energy. For it may have become unaligned, it may have been switched, or it may have never been properly aligned to begin with for some. If our journey has things happen we don't expect, we can tend to shut down. And this is about letting go and realigning. That energy of healing with the Akasha Record healing light, pink ray, the rose gold rays, with the sun and the moon really filling up our solar plexus. And then the being of light pouring that bucket of healing rays of light that look like water. You might know now or see or sense or feel or imagine pouring more down our chakra line and into our solar plexus. Pouring it down into our sacral and into our root. And cords of release coming out of each chakra from the solar plexus, your angels and guides and beings of light drawing out cords from our solar plexus and anchoring them into the earth, and Archangel Michael helping to ground them and root them deeply into the earth for a healing release. Down into the sacral, the same thing, cords of healing release pouring out, being drawn out and anchored into the earth. And then down into the root, you might sense, feel, see, or imagine already the most beautiful cords of healing flow being drawn out from the root, out into the earth. And you might even sense, see, feel, or imagine Archangel Michael helping you anchor those cords into the earth. Those cords are also going up into the throat and coming out of the throat chakra, flowing out into the earth, essentially grounding every single chakra individually into the earth. But these cords are for a releasing flow, a deep releasing flow. Beings of light, your guides and the angels are all coming around us more as the one being of light pouring down the liquid colors of healing rays. The other angels and beings of light are going to reach into our energy and and pull out grief, fear, resentment, anger, and everything that caused the anger. False timelines, past traumas and events that were hard to get past, loss of whatever kind, the things we hold on to that keep us bound, that take our power away, the emotions that can be hard to work through, pulling them out layer by layer through those cords of connections that we created, and you might even see them, sense them, feel them, or imagine them doing so. As the most beautiful rose gold rays are flowing down, the most beautiful energy of healing, light that looks like water in color, flowing through each chakra, helping to draw out, cleanse, heal, and refill those places with pure healing, love, and light. And as this is happening, the most beautiful white light is coming in above our head. Just a beautiful presence of God, most beautiful light coming in above our head. With your permission, you just tune into that light for a moment. Take a deep breath here to wherever your body needs it. Hold that breath. Release. You might feel a sense to take another breath, or 2 or 3. That is up to you, and completely free to do so. Just trust what your body is telling you to do. The angels are going in deeper into our energy body, including our physical vessel, to release trapped emotions. Draw them out, those cords of connections, and gently into the earth to transmute, release, and clear. Archangel Michael is helping to cut any cords, connections that have us hold on to this grief. So our body, our cells, our tissue, our energy connections that wish to try to hold on to it for familiarity. He's making sure all cords are cut from the grief so we can truly let it go and give ourselves permission to be free, to finally be free, to feel joy and love again in ways that we have forgotten we can feel. We are going to begin now to call our power back in the ways that we have given it away. And you are also being removed from siphoning other power. What is yours, and what is mine is mine. From the beginning to now. Calling all of our power back from all lifetimes, all lines of connection, all happenings from before to now. Calling all power back as it comes back cleansed through the gates of heaven. It rises up and cleanses and comes back to us whole and complete and cleansed. You might sense, feel, or know, or imagine, or see these cords, these energy connections coming back to you from our power return. You may feel them in different parts of our body as they enter back into our frequency, returning our gifts from that in which we closed them down or gave them away. I feel it. Can you? Can you feel any places in your body? Tune in and see if you can witness, experience, and observe, giving yourself permission to notice, or see or imagine, feel those pieces coming back to you. Where in your body might you feel them? As the water or liquidy light flows in more and pushes out more layers of grief and fear, loss, trauma, resentment, and even ego, past conditionings that keep us bound and blocked through our choices, of course. That is why we give our permission to release them now. Take a deep breath here, wherever you need it to be. Hold that breath and release. The most beautiful rays of the rainbow are coming in into our auric field, with Archangel Raguel stepping forward. Raguel is going to help up our frequency through our auric field in these beautiful rainbow rays of light. He's placing one color of the rainbow in at a time to help raise our frequency vibration, our vibrational flow, our frequency. He's also taking the rainbow rays into our third eye and our crown to upgrade our connection to the spiritual realm and our soul self. Take a deep breath here when you are ready only, and hold that breath for a moment. The angels and the guides are now removing what we would call scar tissue from the heart center. Holding on to things for too long can cause damage in our energy when we are rising in frequency in the earth. And this damaged energy, this damaged tissue as you might call it, is now being energetically removed, cut free from the heart center, and replaced with light frequency. To rebuild the energy waves of the chakra, and including the tissues of the organs and the physical vessel. Those are not excluded, they are a part of our energy. For when we hold on to emotions, things of the past, and the earth is asking us to let go and we don't, it can actually hurt our physical vessel just as much as our energy. This is being healed in the heart center. So you may sense, feel, know, or imagine witnessing and observing this happening. And what that means for you, if anything. And remember, Raguel is putting beautiful rainbow rays into our auric field. And we are still going to, in a moment, recalibrate the sun and the moon. It's going to shift a paradigm. It's going to shift our timeline. It's going to take us back to our power center for whatever layer we are ready to receive individually. So you might sense, feel, and imagine and know those rainbow rays going into your auric field, crown, your third eye, and raising your frequency so much that you become attuned to your intuition, your soul path, your purpose, the divine. You might notice an awakening occurring over the next few days, hours, and weeks' time. You may notice you feel connected again. You hear Spirit more clearly, or maybe even for the first time over the next hours, days, weeks. Remember, time is non-existent the way we know it. So our job is just to observe, witness, and follow the nudges of our intuitive flow. For only when we follow those nudges and allow our spiritual path to awaken, can it awaken. It can only happen through our choices and actions in the day-to-day flow. We align, we attune, we bring forth, we shine. In our heart center, there is something connected to our amygdala and our brain center of memory. So the beings of light are helping to disconnect wound memories of the past, for our subconscious is the only place we will access those. So they will never be fully removed. They will be in the records of all that is and in our blueprint, but not in our consciousness. It will not be able to come up and harm us or block us unless we call it forward or we give it permission to do so. But it's helping us to clear out the wounds from our conscious memory base and our heart center, for they truly are connected. Our heart and our emotions are deeply connected to our memory. So healing in the neural pathway is occurring now. You might see, sense, feel, or imagine this happening. You may get sudden flashes of memories as they are being gently removed from our consciousness and placed into our program center for only when necessary, needed. With your permission, when you are ready, you can take a deep breath now, deep into your body, wherever it calls for you to do so. Hold that breath for a moment and then release. Archangel Gabriel is going through our tissues in the body, our frequency, and the way it affects our entire body, and he's helping to draw out further energy waves of grief, fear, conditioning, past, trauma. And as he's doing that, I'm being told to call back another layer of power. Through the sun and the moon and the northern star, wherever you are, we call you back now. Calling back our power, our fragmented pieces of our energy flow, our light, our power, calling it back from the hidden spaces it needs to be retrieved from this lifetime to all lifetimes, from this energy wave to all other energy waves of light, myself to wherever it is been leaked upon. We call it back now, cleansed, whole, and pure, returning to us now. Remember, it will rise up and cleanse and return through the gates back to us. So you might observe any places in your body you feel movement. As Archangel Michael cuts the ties from where it came from. There is no energy blueprint of memory from where it came from, so it can't return. And Archangel Raguel bringing more healing rays of the rainbow into into our crown, our third eye, and our auric field, and also into our other chakras as well as they are ready, raising our frequency. For some of us, returning back to the light body. I'm hearing that for myself, returning back to the light body. So I can see light rays activating my light body. And as that is happening, we are now going to recalibrate the sun and the moon. So the sun was on the left and the moon was on the right, and the northern star in the center. And it's as if you might sense, know, or just trust, or even imagine God's hand coming down and touching the sun and the moon and turning them quarter turn. So he's starting to turn the sun from left to facing the center in front of you and the moon behind us. And then turning it more to the right, and the moon of divine switching, recalibrating to the left where they should be. And then the waves of light are also turning all the way down through our energy body and our physical vessel as well. The sun flowing forward and then to the right, and the moon flowing behind us and then to the left, and anchoring in a recalibration of the sun and the moon. And with that, a death of who we were, right? And a rebirth of something new. So a paradigm shift. So Archangel Sandalphon is coming in now with the Seraphim Angel energy to release that version of the self that has now been let go of. The recalibration has caused a layer of the self to die off, so a rebirth can occur. And Archangel Sandalphon is drawing out that version of ourselves, with your permission, of course. So when you are ready, take a nice, beautiful, deep breath wherever your body calls for it, and as many as you think you need. Hold that breath and then release. They are telling me that with the grief healing that has occurred today, it's important to give ourselves permission that whenever we need to allow it to flow, we will let it flow. So if maybe we wake up and need to cry for a little bit, we give ourselves permission to do so. If maybe we're in the shower and we're overcome with some grief and it just needs to flow out in the most gentle, beautiful, healing way, we give ourselves permission to do so. And we can even use the water as healing violet rays to cleanse it away. Give yourself permission now to allow the releasing to continue in the ways in which it is necessary for you to fully come into your full self of this healing. And remember those karmic cords that we sent light through? There will be a return of lessons. Choose wisely the love in all that we do. You must choose wisely the love in all that we do. Do not give your power away to anything other than God's power within you. You are the creator. You are capable of creating anything. Fear, all those false matrix blueprints will tempt you in whatever is meant for you through your karma. Do not give your power away. So the angels and a being of light are coming to our heart center now and placing in a gift, an activation gift. And Archangel Raguel is helping to anchor in the light body activation for myself and maybe one or two of you. It's a very high, it's like one that we've already had that was turned off somehow. And Archangel Michael removing further cords of connection, of power, manipulation, and control. false energy grid being removed from the blueprint of so many. So the being of light that was pouring the healing light down our center for release is done pouring that light down. Those cords of connection will remain in flow into the earth until we are done releasing, however long that takes for you. So be gentle and kind to yourself, and as long as you give it permission to continue healing you, because it will. These are not a one and done, and you can do them many times over too. Saint Germain is bringing healing for reignition of passion, and recalibrating the heart center. And Archangel Raguel finishing up the Rainbow Ray recalibrations, and that beautiful healing of rose gold from Saint Genevieve. She's pouring down one more flow of it. Sense the need to breathe those deep breaths whenever you need to. Trust that is for you. You might even feel a sense of a little bit of laughter beginning to rise, or a beautiful smile might even be beginning to come across your face. Whatever it is, give yourself permission to allow it to be. All we must do is trust that we are in good hands with Creator. I see my staff with the sun being returned to my hands. That's interesting. So apparently, I let it go for a moment, but the staff with the sun is being returned to my hands. Talisman with the moon given to my Dia. Recalibration of the sun and the moon frequency. The alignment of the DM and DF within. Beautiful layered healing and release of grief, fear, and trauma in the past. And an upgrade to our energy body, our light body. An upgrade to our frequency, vibrational flow. Calibration complete. And remember, those cords that are out from our chakras to release grief will undo themselves when they are no longer necessary. It should last 1, 2, maybe 3 days. However it is for you, it is for you. We just give permissions, set ourselves up with protections and boundaries. Don't allow anything to come in that is not serving you at this time. Focus on balance, groundedness, and disciplined flow. Balanced routine and spiritual discipline. As the angels and beings and guides are completing their journey with us today, our Akasha records are closing. They're no longer needing to be completely open at this time, so they are closing down. And when you are ready, take our focus to our vessel, our feet, our toes. Remember that rose gold light and all of the rainbow rays. Just tune into them and our feet, vibrating and emanating with their frequency. Your heels, your ankles. See your calves, sense, feel, and imagine your calves glowing and flowing with those frequencies of color and light rays into our knees and our thighs, all of our chakras amplifying and vibrating, flowing with the most highest beautiful rays of light into our stomach and our chest, into our shoulders and our arms and our elbows and our wrists and our fingers, our throat, even our ears and our face, our head and our hair, wherever that hair may be. When you are ready, take a deep breath here and hold that breath and release. For just a moment before we fully end this out, let's sit with gratitude. Filling our heart space with so much gratitude for the angels and the beings of light, for this healing today and how it continues forward, giving ourselves permission to trust that our body will know what to do as long as we are open to it doing it, and we do not stop the process. Giving gratitude to all the angels and the beings of light, giving gratitude to our higher self, giving gratitude for showing up today, for this beautiful healing. There may have been resistance to show up to, for pushing past that resistance, giving so much gratitude to ourselves today, and to this work, to the angels and the beings of light, to our karmic connections, for teaching us how to be a better version of ourselves, and to God for the opportunity of all of this, for guiding us exactly where we need to go, for giving us strength when we need the strength, for giving us courage when we need the courage, and the wisdom when we allow our light to flow. So much gratitude. As I also give gratitude for all of you for showing up today, for having intentions that are pure of love and light, and nothing less. To give ourselves permission to grow as a soul and rise into the divine. Being grateful for the opportunity to return to the whole. As you have felt your body, you've tuned into your breath. You might give yourself permission now to listen to the sounds around you in your environment. Noticing what you hear, giving yourself permission to feel into your environment, where you are sitting or laying, what is around you, what is the temperature around you. When you have sat with that long enough and you are ready, I will disconnect our energy from this healing session. What is mine is mine, and what is yours is yours. I will put a bubble around each one of us individually, anchoring us in fully to this healing. We will have access to the memory of the frequency whenever we need, and the healing will continue forward as needed for each of us, giving ourselves permission for that. When we are ready now, you may open your eyes and return to your space and time and happiness, knowing that I love you, I thank you, and I'm so happy to be here. Until next time, my friends. Until next time.